we have.
Juan, sorry, wait. Can you record this to later put it on YouTube?
It's streaming. Is it? It is.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you check it just in case, Anna?
Yeah,
Okay,
let me check.
I think it should be streaming. Yeah. Now I fixed it. So then we have phrase X. Phrase.
It works.
It works. Wow. I'm so happy. So, thank you, Anna. Actually, we'll do it like this. We have phrase X, then we have phrase Y, yeah, and then we have cadential, yeah. So in an evaded cadence, it's all about this chord, right? It's all about this chord. Let's say we have, for example, something that was like 4, yeah, and then we have, let's do a couple of bars more. So we do 4, 5, right, and then don't like it like this. Just 1 second. Want to fold here. So we do 4, and then we have first in 4, 6, 5, and then here first. Okay. So in the evaded cadence, this first chord belongs to the next phrase, to phrase Y. Yeah, so we have, for example, the first cadence situation. Yeah, evaded cadence. Yeah. In the evaded cadence, it's weird what happens because the harmonic progression, yeah, the harmonic progression actually looks complete, doesn't it? Iris and, for example, Iris and Anna. What do you think? How does this look?
Complete, no? It looks like a fully well-phrased phrase, no? 4-1, 5-1.
It looks not let's not talk about phrase, but harmonic progression, yeah, this harmonic progression looks correct as to be labeled PAC, yeah?
Yes.
But it's not, yeah? Why is not? Because what happens here, let's say I will do it in a rhythmic way, so it makes total sense for you and it's easy to understand, yeah? Yeah? So we are on a long note phrase here, and then the texture, yeah, changes and kicks in this one. Yeah? So syntactically speaking, this departs, yeah, from the resolution of the previous phrase. Let's say we have pam, pam, pim, pam, pam. We should have here, yeah? But we don't, yeah? So instead of having pam, pim, pam, pam, we have pam, pim, pam, pim, pam, pam.
So because of the rhythm, it just looks like something completely different.
In this example, very simple example I gave you, yes, I use that, yeah, to depart from the resolution. Yeah, there is a failure to achieve a full resolution of syntax, yeah, plus harmony, yeah, heading there, yeah. So it's somehow distorted. In the deceptive cadence, something completely different happens. In the deceptive cadence, yeah, I go here. Can you see that? Yes. No, you almost can't.
No.
So in the deceptive cadence, what happens, yeah, is different. Because instead of having, for example, I have the 6. So actually this reaches a harmonic goal, yeah? In the other case as well, it reaches a harmonic goal. But this harmonic goal groups with what happened before. So, let me give you a musical example. No, it's very different effect. So we get. Yeah. So we still have the crotchets. So fa, mi, re, do. So the phrase syntactically is the same phrase on the sixth chord. Yeah, we are labeling sixth chord, but this chord belongs to that phrase. Yeah, in the evaded cadence, that doesn't happen like that. Yeah, so this is a new phrase. Yeah, so that's why Kaplan says this groups forward as opposed to backward. Yeah, it's all about the flow. The flow is from X point onwards. You know, it's about this fourth dimension of time. No, we flow to the future. We don't flow to the past. No, so if we are flowing to the future, we have present, 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 present. Yeah, yeah, and that chord is finishing what we are doing at the moment. Yeah, it's not presenting what happens afterwards. Yeah, in this case, this belongs to the future.
Right.
I will play for you a deceptive cadence, an evaded cadence, going to a deceptive cadence, going to a perfect authentic cadence. Okay, with this example. Very simple example. So, first of all, deceptive cadence, right? So. First evaded cadence, and then heading to the perfect authentic cadence. And perfect authentic cadence. Yeah? You saw the difference? When I did evaded cadence, I could somehow place there something even larger, yeah, than with the deceptive cadence, and it wasn't a problem at all. Yeah? Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Sorry, question. Could you have the case in which we have this deceptive cadence and having in phrase Y a similar rhythm pattern? Because with the evaded cadence, we understood that when we arrive to 1 in phrase Y, it deploys forward and creates more development and stuff. But could it be that with a deceptive cadence, we end on a 6, but we still have a similar tiki 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 on a 6, or it wouldn't be the same effect?
You mean the same as in the evaded cadence example, or the same as before, as in the crotchets?
As in the crotchets. Could we use the crotchets on the 6?
In either case, you can use both. It's just I am making it a statement, but you're not obliged to. Yeah, in either. But the evaded cadence is true. It allows you to more radical change. Yeah, the deceptive cadence. The deceptive cadence in general tends to repeat something, yeah, or to, but with less disruption, yeah. So it will be less disruptive, the receptive cadence in general, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so I continue. Can you hear me? Yes. Good. So we will say, I want to choose very well what I'm telling you after this. In the case of the receptive cadence, the arrival chord groups backwards. What does it mean? It means that what comes after the arrival chord is totally disconnected harmonic progression-wise with the final chord. That's what we have just said. Yeah. In the evaded cadence, the exact opposite happens. The new material starts with the arrival chord. Therefore, we say it groups forward, and that relates to an observation, to a comment Georgios made, no? That when I said the arrival chord is the ending chord, he said, no, it's the beginning chord. Well, he's right. Yeah, it's the beginning chord. Yeah, the arrival chord is the arrival chord of the harmonic cadence, but it's the beginning chord of the next phrase. Yeah, and that's in the core of this definition. Yeah, it is in the evaded cadence. You are finishing a harmonic progression, but starting a new phrase. Yeah, so syntax and harmony doesn't align. Yeah, don't align, sorry. The latter is particularly clarifying as it explains the syntax of the receptive cadence itself. Yeah, in Kaplan's words, in the case of the receptive cadence, the musical event supported by the harmony that replaces the final tonic belongs entirely to the ongoing cadential process. It thus functions as the final event, the goal of the phrase. Like an authentic cadence, yeah, a receptive cadence has a distinct moment of arrival, after which the subsequent phrase begins. Yeah, the event that follows the cadential dominant groups backwards with the dominant and with the rest of the cadential progression. Do you understand that now, with all the previous explanations? If you read that in the book, it makes sense to you. That's it.
Now it does, yes.
Okay.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, because when you read the first time without the explanation, it's somehow confusing. So then, I take the chance of re-expressing this even more clearly, and I say, on the contrary, the evaded cadence arises when everything is prepared for the final event to arrive at some clearly predestined moment in time, yeah? Yet the sense of goal event fails to materialize. Yeah, this is something I say. Let me see if I can. That's it. Just give me 1 second so I put this on silence. That's it. I continue. Instead, the event that appears where the goal was expected to occur is not heard as belonging to the ongoing cadential process. Rather, it belongs already to the subsequent phrase. In other words, the event that follows the cadential dominant groups forward with the next phrase, thus creating a salient disruption in the grouping structure because the cadential group fails to finish before a new group begins. This sense of grouping disruption is what allows an evaded cadence to arise, even if the cadential dominant literally resolves to a root position tonic. Yeah, that tonic is heard not as an ending tonic, but rather exclusively as a beginning tonic. Yeah, if it was heard as both a beginning and an ending simultaneously tonic, yeah, then an elided authentic cadence would be created. This is something very important. I need you to make sure you understand. The ending chord is not syntactically speaking, okay? What happens in that event of arrival, yeah, or beginning, as Georgios spotted as well, is not both things. It's not giving syntactic closure to the ongoing phrase and beginning the next one. No, it's only beginning the next one. Okay? So it doesn't elide. It doesn't give a sense of satisfying closure to the ongoing phrase and also in the same point kicks in the next. No. You have to feel dissatisfyingly resolved in terms of the ongoing phrase on that point. Yeah? Let's say, just to avoid the confusion, let's say we are in the root tonic that we are always talking about in this lesson. Yeah? We reach this root tonic which is harmonically resolving but not syntactically resolving. Well, syntactically we are not doing both things. We are not closing the previous phrase and opening a new one. No, we are just opening a new one. Yeah? If you go deep on the texture of the music, on the dynamics, on the register, on everything that relates to the music message, yeah, the previous message, the ongoing message, is not resolved syntactically. Yeah, I would like you to memorize that. Yeah, because if it is doing both things at the same time, it's not necessarily an evaded cadence. Yeah, it can be an elision, which is something else that relates more to the incomplete authentic cadence use rather than the evaded cadence. Okay? Mainly why? Listen to this carefully. Why? Because if it's eliding, yeah, you don't need to come back to it. Yeah? If the phrase elides, which means it actually closes, but then it kicks in something else, you don't have to come back. You don't have the obligation to come back to it and resolve it in a perfect authentic cadence. It's resolved. Yeah, it's just resolved poorly, but it's resolved. Yeah, the full idea of the evaded case is that it's left unresolved, the ongoing phrase. You understand me or not?
Yes.
Let me see if I can give you one of my very fast examples. Yeah, before we will go deep on examples on this evaded case topic. So don't worry, but I will give you one very quick one, so you can understand it. Crotchets and semiquavers, right? So we revisit the same thing. So, sorry. Yeah. So, in order to finish the previous phrase, I needed to grab from before, yeah, change the texture back to what it was. So crotchets, yes, when I ornated them a bit, but they are still, yeah, and I stopped this tendency, yeah, which belongs to the other thing. If it was an elision, it would be completely different.
I cannot hear you, Juan.
Me neither.
I will see.
No, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear your voice.
Hear me.
No.
You can hear me.
Can you hear me now?
With a lot of echo.
But now you can hear me well.
Now, yes.
Good. Now you can hear me well?
Yes.
Good, very good. So I continue. Elision. Sorry. Yeah. So we have a thing that is on crochet that finishes. And then another one starts. Sorry, so I did it wrong. But why? Why did I give this sense of resolution? Because, for example, I stayed much longer. Yeah, on the arrival chord on the note of the arrival chord. I made it longer. I made it resemble more the ongoing phrase rather than the new one. So texture-wise, I stayed. Yeah. So that's why in that case it's not an evaded cadence. Yeah, it's an elision. It's I am finishing something. And I am also starting with the same altitude, yeah, in the same figuration, starting something else. Yeah? But what I've done before is finished. Yeah, I could depart from there and do. To modulate somewhere else, yeah, but I'm not going to do so. Yeah, do you understand the difference in terms of this, how the syntax could be worked out? Curious? Yes. Okay, so I continue. That's it. Couple of very important points. Yeah. So. First of all, Kaplan talks about two phrases, the ongoing and the extension phrase that will be originated by the use of the evaded cadence. You understand that, right? We are always talking about two. Yes? Two phrases. The new phrase will begin with the arrival chord of the evaded cadence. Yeah? 3. The arrival chord of the evaded cadence will exclusively work as a beginning chord of the new phrase. Yeah? If it was heard as beginning and end of the two phrases, we would be facing something different to an evaded cadence. We would be an elydic or thetic cadence. Yeah, but we don't know that yet, but I just explained to you very briefly. Yeah? Then, by all means, the syntax is fundamental. It is so very important that the arrival chord of the evaded cadence could even be a root tonic. The Latze would have close to PAC harmonically speaking, yet the syntax would be so strongly projecting non-conclusion that yet the arrival chord is, in this case, the root tonic, would not be considered ending of the ongoing phrase, but just the beginning chord of the new phrase. Yeah? Okay. I can't say this more times. I can't insist on this anymore. I think it is clear enough. What do you think? Yes? My strategy now, trying to train a bit as teachers here, so I will be transparent about my teaching strategy, is to try and say this concept from every single corner I could find. Yeah? So you can see the apple, yeah, complete. Yeah? So from every single corner, I hope you can saw. Yeah, I try to make you see, yeah, all these possibilities. Yeah, in every case, yeah, we resolve and we try to focus on seeing these particular elements. Yeah. In terms of the expression, I will go again, yeah, on something I already said. The evaded cadence makes considerably more dramatic effect than an complete authentic cadence or an abandoned cadence or an deceptive cadence. Yeah, the evaded cadence makes a considerably more dramatic effect. The imminent closure of the theme is thwarted. Yeah, at the second, and then quickly attempted again. Okay, this sense of attempting the end again is also refining of evaded cadence. Yeah, the evaded cadence doesn't evade the cadence to go away, like in the elision I showed you before. No, the evaded cadence It's like when you play football, you evade, a contestant, but then you go, finally. You want to reach the goal. You don't want to go home. You want to put the ball in the right place, So this is the same thing, The lack of any event representing formal closure combined with the breaking of a highly goal-directed process just before its completion. You saw what I said? You heard properly. So combined with the breaking of a highly goal-directed process, this thing that happens from the evaded cadence onwards is highly goal-directed too. That's why normally it's a cadential thing, It's not just whatever, It's something extremely, very, very, very decided to finish the phrase, In spite of the fact of not belonging to the phrase before, the ongoing phrase, doesn't matter. It still wants to be cadential, So I say it again, the lack of an evaded process just before its completion arouses a powerful expectation for further cadential action. So the evaded cadence just makes the arrival of the perfect authentic cadence, finishing the theme, even more conclusive. It enhances the conclusion effect. It doesn't do the opposite. Okay. Evaded cadences are used quite often to dramatize the final PAC, in line with what I have just said, of the subordinate theme, both in the exposition and recapitulation of the sonata form, mainly used as loosening devices that effect structural lengthening, Evaded cadences are often used in conjunction with one more time technique, as we have already said. This effect is particularly well suited to subordinate themes, since dramatizing the subordinate key is a principal aesthetic objective of the classical style. Establishing the subordinate key as a foil to the home key is made all the more effective if the struggle to gain its cadential confirmation is hard-won. Do you understand that?
Again, please.
Cool.
The last thing.
The last thing I said again, establishing the subordinate key as a foil, as an anti-hero, of the home key, is made all the more effective. It's made much more effective, this anti-hero that we are creating, harmonically speaking, in the big scene, of the entire sonata, If the struggle to gain its cadential confirmation, if the struggle to make, let's talk about, for example, it works both ways. Let's position ourselves in a recapitulation. So we have to reach back what? Reach the topic. If we make that difficult, we make that very difficult. So it's like we are trying but we can't. We make the anti-hero even more powerful because it gains size. It becomes longer. It gains more elements. Maybe in the evaded cadence we can add new material or material from before, but we say it again, we restate anything that we do. And normally we would use material from before. So we make its critical mass more powerful, right? So in that way, we are creating struggle, to the resolution in the recapitulation. In the exposition, the same. If we add the evaded cadences, we are making this new region, this new harmonic region that defines the subordinate theme, bigger, and more sensitive, because obviously we are making for example, it's a dominant, It's the dominant. We are making the dominant longer, and more and sharper, So that's why it's the entire setup for development is becoming, more imminent, more powerful, more propelling, with the use of evaded cadence. Do you understand? I think that
this chord. Yes, maybe which chord is it? This chord you're referring to? Which chord is it that you're referring to? How in the evaded cadence? Where is it?
No. In the evaded, what do you mean by which chord?
You're referring to a specific chord now.
Yes, very low.
Let me see. Now, can you hear me again or not?
Yes, now.
Okay, very good. So, where is Georgios?
I am here.
I can see you. There you are. Okay. So, Georgios, you were saying?
No. What gets emphasized again?
What gets emphasized with evaded cadence is the sense of non-resolution. Yeah. What gets emphasized is the existence of the subordinate theme. The subordinate theme is there to avoid resolution.
Okay. The whole thing, not just
the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. Is mobilizing. It's like the dominant with the tonic. Yeah. If it was only the tonic, we could make the topic all more clearer. Or clearer, sorry. Because you have just one thing, we expose it, we finish, and that's it. But having the subordinate theme there, yeah, propels the subordinate theme by making it happen in another region, like the dominant, yeah, okay, gives us the excuse to create the development section, yeah, because it makes us enter the development section in the exposition of the sonata.
What was that? What the dominant region?
The dominant, yeah. The subordinate theme is in the dominant, isn't it?
It is, but what does it have to do with the evaded? I'm trying to connect the dots. With the evaded cadence, I'm trying to connect the dots, and I cannot.
Yeah, with evaded cadence is that the evaded cadence, by dramatizing, yeah,